It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Titans and the Silver and Black, and it's coming up next.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive.
Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett from 4 yards out.
And the Titans are on the board first here in Vegas.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
To throw is Smith.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing now is Geno.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Now it's Smith.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the gun, here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake. Ward airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Moore.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He juked him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the gun, Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off back.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zamir White,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this will be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Ward.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Now Geno. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll buy some time. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. White running to the left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Geno Smith, an 8-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
If you're going to put quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The 10-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That's complete to Traylon Burks. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Off play action. Ward.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ward.
On the slant, Burks.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw again.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Ward. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Malcolm Kuntz
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Operating from the gun. Ward. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo from a yard out.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. One final go for this offense here in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Smith.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Second and 6.
Geno now to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use used the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air again, Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Smith.
That's to Bowers once again.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to throw, Smith. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Smith.
To the right side, here's Mayer.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 46, here's second down and a yard.
Here's Smith.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing now is Geno.
Look at the big fella go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw is Ward. Throwing to start the drive.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Ward.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Back to throw. Ward. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Ward. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Lockett. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans are back within a score.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Full connects on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, pushing his way through.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Geno. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown Raiders. 53 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Moore.
Cockrell holds it in left side.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Zachary Carter
drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line.
The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Smith.
That's caught by Myers. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
White will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
White Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Moore.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, twisting away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Open man right side, Myers. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That pass taken in by Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now Ward, operating from the gun.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 5.
Smith.
Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.